I do want to talk about the weather that is obsessing with a lot of people, I have to say. We've seen snow over large parts of the country. I know my daughter was out, I think, at midnight on Saturday night, building a snowman outside, all gone by the morning. The weather warnings say across large parts of the country. How bad is it and how much worse is it going to get? Let's talk to Clare Nasir, who's a meteorologist and weather presenter. Very good morning to you, Clare.
Good morning, Julia.
Good morning. So how bad is it across the country right now, then?
Well, we woke up this morning in Cheshire, where I live, to another 4 or 5 centimetres of snow. My daughter's school was closed. My mother can't get across the country to go home today, so she's with us for another day. And that pretty much sets the scene for much of northern England, the far south of Scotland. But we have seen snow further south as well. The rain is retreating eastwards. On its back edge, the air is colder, hence the reason the rain has turned back to snow across some parts. Not only that, heavy rain overnight and also some snow melt over the last 24 hours. And that's all led to ice as well as flooding. So every type of hazard out there and some strong winds. So we're talking wind chill as well as everything else.
Yeah, it all piles on. Yeah, but the snow is always all very lovely, but difficult to drive some of the roads. The trains get delayed, the airports, some runways closed. And then, of course, the melting causes the next problem. And then the freezing after that point. Is this, and we've got, you know, these weather warnings across large parts of the country. These are likely to spread. I know, I mean, as also often happens to the media, you know, weather doesn't count unless it's in London. It's spreading further south, isn't it? What are we looking at for the rest of the week?
Well, yeah, that's really, I mean, it's going to be cold for the rest of the week, Julia, and bitter. I mean, temperatures could be as low as -12, -15 Celsius across the snowfields of northern England. I know, that is really frigid, isn't it? It really is. And that's going to continue. But we are now looking to the south of England, because not only through tomorrow we could see some wintry showers extend from central southern parts of Wales and the West Country eastwards towards the Midlands. So there could be some snowfall associated with that. But there's also a snow and ice warning on Wednesday for the far south. An area of rain will bump into the cold air across southern counties, and there is a risk of some snow. Some uncertainty about the distribution of this snow at the moment and how far north it will go, but there could be some disruption associated with that.
Do other countries have these weather warnings? I know America's obsessed with this now, whether, you know, weather forecasts and their news outlets, but I mean, you know, this isn't particularly unusual weather. I mean, you know, it is early January. We'd expect, you know, cold weather and snow and sleet and things. I mean, is this unusual?
Well, we don't get as many snow events as we used to in this country, and we tend to sort of grind to a halt when we see any sort of flake of snow fall through the sky. So that's one thing, really. Our infrastructure can't really cope with a lot of really bad wintry weather because we don't get a lot of it. Across Europe, temperatures, when they plummet, they do manage it much better, but they do have a warning system as well. So this weather here is now pushing towards Denmark, and they're going to get some really horrible conditions through the next 24 hours. So we're not alone, Julia.
All right, we're not alone. We'll feel better for that. Clare Nasir, meteorologist, thank you very much indeed for joining us.